Hello everyone, welcome to the video series on Python programming. In this video, we are going to learn about functions in Python. So function is nothing but a block of organized and reusable code that can be used to perform a single and related task. Now functions provide better modularity and a high degree of code reusing. Your code becomes easy to understand with the help of functions. Let's take a daily life example to understand functions in Python in a better way. The chocolate batter is kept in an oven to bake the chocolate cake. Similarly, the strawberry cake batter is kept in a different oven to bake the strawberry cake. Now here we are using two different ovens to perform the same operation. This isn't an efficient way to allocate the resources. It is difficult to handle the ovens and is not at all cost effective. So instead of using two different ovens to produce the cakes, we can use a single oven to produce the two cakes. Here, the same oven is being used to make the chocolate cake as well as the strawberry cake. We can face a similar kind of situation in Python programming as well, where we want to perform the same task using different kinds of inputs. So when we write the Python program without a function, we need to write two different commands to perform addition using two different inputs. Now, if we use a function to perform the addition operation, we can simply take the different inputs, take the function that will perform addition, and get the desired results in no time. Functions in Python can be used to make the code more readable. If we want to perform a certain task several times in our code, we'll have to write the same 10 lines again and again in our code. So instead of making our code very lengthy, we can just write those 10 lines into a function and then call this function again and again in our code wherever it is needed. This will make the task less tedious, the code will become less lengthy and more readable. This will also decrease the human error of writing the same 10 lines again and again. Functions also improve readability of the code as the codes become more structured and easier to understand. Use of functions in Python also avoids redundancy. Functions in Python can be classified as built-in functions and user-defined functions. Built-in functions are the functions that are already defined in Python libraries. We can call these functions directly into our Python code wherever we want. User-defined functions are those that are written by the Python programmer and are called within the code whenever the user wants them. There are certain rules that need to be followed while defining a function. So the function blocks begin with a keyword def and are followed by the function name and parentheses. Any input parameters or argument should be written within the parentheses. The code block within the function starts with a colon and is always indented. If not done so, the code will give you an error. The return statement is used to exit the function and mostly pass the expression back to the caller. A return statement with no arguments is the same as return none. So by default, parameters have a positioned behavior. So you need to inform them in the same order as they were defined. When we define a function, we give it a specific name, specify the parameters that need to be included in the function, and structure the block of code. So when the basic structure of the function is finalized, we can execute it by calling it from another function. We can also call the function directly using Python prompt. Functions can be categorized as functions without arguments and no return value, functions without arguments and with a return value, functions with arguments and no return value, functions with arguments and with a return value. Functions without arguments and no return value do not receive any data when they are called. They also do not return any value. Let's take an example of functions without arguments and no return values. Def print me parenthesis colon print this is my first function, enter, and then we'll be calling our function. So print me parenthesis. Here we have used the keyword def to define our function. The function name is print me and we need to put parentheses. Here no arguments are taken, so no arguments have been written within the parentheses. Now the block of code is nothing but our print statement. So the first two lines of our code are used to define the function. Print me parenthesis command is used to call the function. Let's run this code. Go to run and click on run module. So we have called the function successfully. Functions without arguments and with return value do not receive any data when they are called, but these functions return a certain value. Let's write a program to perform addition of two numbers without arguments, but this function will return a certain value. Def add colon a is equal to 20, b is equal to 30, return a plus b, enter. Now sum is equal to add parenthesis print addition of two numbers is comma sum. So here we have defined the function add and returned the addition of a plus b. Now this addition will be stored in the variable sum and we'll print the addition on our output screen. Go to run and click on run module. So using our function, we have performed addition of two numbers successfully. Functions with arguments can have one or more arguments and it receives data when it is called into the Python program. But it does not return any specific value. Let's take an example of functions with arguments. Def print str. So here we have defined the argument within the parenthesis of a function. Print str return. Since our function is not going to return any value, the return command is optional. Print str calling function from script mode. So here we have called the print str function and we have mentioned the string that needs to be printed on our output screen. Go to run and click on run module. So here we have successfully called the function from our script mode. Now let's try doing the same thing using the interactive mode of Python. Print str parenthesis. Let's write the print statement as calling function from interactive mode. Press the enter key. So here our print str function has been called using the interactive mode. So functions with arguments have one or more arguments and receive data when they are being called. And functions with a return value also return a certain value. Let's write a function to perform multiplication of two numbers with arguments. Def multiplication x comma y. So x and y will be the two numbers that we'll be taking to perform the multiplication. Return x into y. Now let's take the input as a is equal to int input enter value of x. Similarly, we'll define another variable p is equal to int input enter value of y. So here indirectly we are taking the two values x and y using the variables a and b. So now the variable mul will perform multiplication. So we'll call the function multiplication and then give our inputs a comma b. Now print multiplication of given numbers is comma mul. Let's check the output of this code. Enter the value of x. I'll enter 2 and for the value of y, I'll enter 4. So by calling the function, multiplication of the two given numbers has been performed. Now, let's try to write a function with multiple and different data types of arguments. Def cal str comma x comma y colon. So here we are defining a function that will take string and integer data types as arguments. Z is equal to x into y. Print employee comma str comma salary comma z. So we have defined this function cal. Now let's take input from the users. So str is equal to input, enter employee name. A is equal to int input, enter per day amount. Similarly, B is equal to int input, enter number of days present. So we have defined the function that is taking arguments. Then we have taken the input from the user. Now we need to call the function in order to execute our program. So cal, that is our function name, cal, str, comma, a, comma, b. Let's try to execute this code. I'll enter the employee name, Shriya, enter per day amount. So I'll enter 10. Number of days present, I'll enter 30. So the employee name, Shriya, and the salary, that is 10 into 30, has been displayed on our output screen. Let's write a program to find the factorial of a given number using functions in Python. Def, let's keep the function name as factorial, and num is the number whose factorial needs to be found out. Fact is equal to 1. Now, while num is greater than 0, fact is equal to fact into num. Now, in order to find out the factorial of the number, we need to reduce the number by 1 every time we are performing the multiplication. So, num is equal to num minus 1, enter. And once the factorial is calculated for us, we need to return the value that has been calculated. So, return fact. Now, let's take the input number. A is equal to int input enter a number. X is equal to, let's call the factorial function, factorial, and the number is A that has been entered by the user. Now print factorial of given number is, comma, x. So let's see whether this program gives us the factorial of the number. I'll enter the number 5. So the factorial of number 5 is 120, which has been displayed on our output screen. In this video, we learned about functions in Python, how the functions can be defined, and the use of functions in different Python programs. Thank you.